with your host, Cosmoncal.
Right back like I left some. It's your hostess with the most. It's holding that fire like a roach clip. Your naga, your nerve. Fresh up off of that curved jelly. Jam and preserve. Cosmonian, man. Hey, interesting video. Shout out to my boy Nazarene the Scene. You dig what I'm talking about. I was aware of the Baba Vanga prophecies and stuff. You dig what I'm saying? I would have been more like geared towards it because some of the things that she said did come true. A lot of the things she said came true, or in a sense, but it's how she says it is so vague that, you know, things could be misconstrued. You dig what I'm talking about? Because it's plain, but a lot of the things she said, I got to admit, absolutely true. Came true anyway. You dig what I'm talking about? So for all y'all who don't know who Baba Vanga is, you dig what I'm talking about? We'll get into that more, but I want to show y'all this video real quick. And, you know, we'll get into it and show some information about what's being brought forward. But Baba Vanga is a seer. She was blind. A lot of people who don't really know her history say she was born blind. but she wasn't. She wasn't born blind. She got blinded at like the age 11 or 12, if I'm remembering correctly. But she could see for a while, and she ended up getting. She got a crazy story. You dig what I'm talking about? But she, her what we know is Suis kicks in, and I'm absolutely sure and convinced that she was a Suis. You dig what I'm talking about? Clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium. But I'm also assured that she was being inspired by low demonic demons. Why? The nature, the directional point of her her revelations are on earth and about earth, meaning it's from the low, right? So this ain't even from one of the higher raised beings that will be speaking in the direction, from on high. You dig what I'm talking about? Speaking to bring the lower up high, right? It's the low speaking to the low, so we can tell the direction in which way the prophecy and who was inspiring the prophecy. Nonetheless, prophecy is not guesswork. Yes, you can be wrong, but it's not guesswork. So if it's understood that she was being inspired, right, then it's all about who was inspiring her and which direction were they inspiring her. And as we see, like Owaspi teaches how to tell, it's towards declension, it's towards the low, it's earth speaking to earth, or earth looking up, right? Not high raised being looking down. You dig what I'm talking about? So without further ado, let's get into this real quick, little video, and y'all check this out. Shout out to Bible Stories 24. You dig what I'm talking about? Y'all go like, subscribe, share. You dig what I'm saying? I'll put the whatchamacallit in the chat. But let's cook real quick. Let's see what they got to say on the ancient series, Baba Vanga.
Blind mystic Baba Vanga predicted Black America's fate with chilling clarity. She could not see, and yet she perceived truths the world was too afraid to face. Born amidst the windswept fields of rural Bulgaria, Baba Vanga entered this world as a fragile child destined for darkness. Her blindness, far from a curse, became a channel and aperture into something beyond sight, beyond time. What she lacked in physical vision, she gained in metaphysical clarity. Over time, her name would transcend borders, whispered in reverence by some and with dread by others. The world called her the Nostradamus of the Balkans, but her visions were not merely echoes of old myths or interpretations of sacred texts. They were raw transmissions, primal, prophetic, symbols formed not in ink, but in flame and shadow. "I am blind," she once said, "but my eyes see far." And in that quiet admission, the world would come to glimpse just how far those eyes could reach. Among her many foretellings of collapsing towers, drowning cities, and global cataclysms, there is one prophecy that remained buried beneath the noise of headlines and history. A vision rarely spoken aloud, passed not through textbooks, but through hushed voices and forgotten notes. Her vision of Black America's fate. This was no ordinary prediction. It was not a matter of politics, demographics, or policy. What Baba Vanga spoke of transcended sociology. It entered the realm of spirit, of blood, of karma. It was a revelation not about what would happen to a people, but what they already carried. It was a vision of a collective soul scarred by centuries, yet undefeated. Of a reckoning that would not just reshape a nation, but expose it. At the center of this prophecy stood a people descended from the enslaved, raised in resistance, still rising through fire. She spoke in riddles, yes, as mystics do. But behind the fog of her symbols lay a piercing narrative, one that strips away illusion and speaks to the bones of a nation. A narrative that, in today's America, rings not like a distant omen, but like an alarm we can no longer silence. If you felt the chill of truth running through your spine as you read this, then stay with us. Subscribe for more revelations and share your thoughts. Below your voice.
Now, before we go any further, let's get a little history on this chick Baba Vanga. You dig what I'm talking about? Rising power to her soul and spirit. May the great spirit keep enlightening her path. You dig what I'm saying? Salute out there to the creative gang, man. Everybody came in, man. As y'all come in, please thumb up the video, share out the live. If you can, support the channel. If not, we still gonna get to cooking this morning either way, right? For those who don't know, Baba is the like Macedonian, Romanian, way of kind of saying mother, right? Abba is the father, right? So when they call her Mother Vanga in a sense, right? But that's not even her real name. So that's like a term of endearment. You dig what I'm talking about? Now, this is Baba Vanga, her biography, her overview. She was born January 31st, 1911 in Strumica, North Macedonia. Now, it's the second time this week I done brought up something in Northern Macedonia. They must be telling me I don't believe in coincidence. Something I'm missing in Northern Macedonia, and I'm gonna go check it out. All right. She died in 1996, 85 years old, in Sofia, Bulgaria, from breast cancer. Her birth name is Vangelia Pandiva Dimitrova, right? So this is where they get the Vanga from her original name, Vangelia. You dig what I'm talking about? Mother Vanga or Mother Vangelia. Her nickname is Baba Vanga, right? Her biography. Check her story out. Her story is a trip, right? Because they don't break this down, but I kind of want y'all to know, right? Baba Vanga was born Vangelia Pandova Dimitrova in Strumica, North Macedonia, then the Ottoman Empire in 1911. Was a mystic, clairvoyant, and herbalist. It almost sound like I was just waiting on them to say faithist. I was just saying I ain't gonna put nothing on nobody. Vanga lost her sight when she was 12. See, I've been knew this information. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people like even when you heard in the thing that she was born blind, you dig what I'm talking about? That's not true. Vanga lost her sight at 12. That's 1923. She was swept away by a mighty tornado. You guys hit me with a vortex in the chat real quick. You got swept up. But let me see if I can blow this up because that looks small. You got swept away by a mighty tornado? Huh? Hold on, what? What'd you say? Where we at? Right here. She was swept away by a mighty tornado. Huh? Hit me with a vortex in the chat. Now, later she was found alive, covered with dirt and stones, with sand in her eyes. She became blind as a result. In 1925, Vanga was brought to a school for the blind in the city of Zemun, in the kingdom of the Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, where she spent 3 years and was taught to read Braille and to play the piano. In 1927, she was CB 16. She started making minor predictions about local phenomena. Her powers were foreseeing clairvoyance. Her powers of foreseeing clairvoyance deepened and expanded after she turned 30. Sound familiar? Who else went out at 30? Jeebus. Who else went out at 30? Yeshua. Who else went out at 30? Zarathustra. I'm just saying, I just don't believe in coincidence. She attracted believers, and this is why I know she was the real deal. Watch you coming to see her. Watch this. She attracted believers with her ability to heal and soothsay, fortune telling. A great number of people visited her, hoping to get a hint about whether their relatives were alive or seeking for a place where they died. Now, mind you, this would have been during the World Wars they're talking about. Now, one of them was the Bulgarian Tsar Boris III. Another one was Adolf Hitler. Listen. In 1942, Vanga married Dimitrov Gustarov, a Bulgarian soldier, and moved to Petric, Bulgaria, where she soon became well known for her gifts and predictions. After the Second World War, Bulgarian politicians and leaders from different Soviet republics, including Soviet Premier Leonid Brezhnev, sought her counsel. Several researchers have studied the phenomena of Vanga in the attempt to establish whether she where is the well no. Well, we got a little bit of her backstory, and we see that you dig what I'm talking about. Major players over there was really rocking with her. You dig what I'm talking about? So, take that at face value. It is what it is. That don't mean she telling the exact truth. Don't mean she lying either.
It was the late 1980s, and someone had asked her about the future of the United States. The interpreter paused, waiting. But Vanga said nothing at first. Her breath grew shallow. Her fingers, gnarled by time, trembled as though brushing against an invisible force. The air grew dense, as if thickened by something unspeakable. Then she finally spoke, not loudly, not theatrically, but with the heaviness of a soul who had just touched suffering. "I see great cities burning," she said, smoke rising not from war, but from inside. "The streets run red and the people cry, but their cries are not heard from above." To most, this could have been a metaphor, a poetic allusion to conflict or unrest. But to those who had listened to her before, those who had seen her, not in imagination, but in some otherworldly frequency, something deeper than politics, something older than America itself. She wasn't predicting headlines. She was channeling pain, ancestral, cyclical, karmic. What Baba Vanga described was not a single event, but a storm. And she made one thing chillingly clear. This storm would not come from foreign shores or armies in the sky. It would rise from within the very bones of the American experiment. "This is not nature's storm," she said cryptically, "but a storm of consequence. Not thunder, not lightning, but reckoning." She spoke of a time when Black Americans, descendants of those once enslaved, once silenced, once counted as less than human, would again be pushed to the precipice. She saw the exhaustion of centuries taking form in fire. "They will scream into a sky that refuses to hear," she whispered. "The houses will burn not from enemies, but from neighbors. Justice will..."
She said they will scream to a sky that refuses to hear. So there's two ways that you could take that. That, they speaking truth to power to the government, and the government don't want to hear it. Or are they saying that the people are crying out to the Great Spirit and the Great Spirit don't hear? Huh? Now, if you look at it one way, the more earthly way, governmental way, I could agree. But if she talking about talking to the sky, talking to the Great Spirit, and he don't hear, well, that just proves your inspiration. This is what judgment is for. This is what discernment is for, y'all. So you can pick the bullshit, the diamonds out of the bullshit. Oh, here go a jewel. Here go a jewel. Here go a jewel.
Vanish like smoke, and the earth will drink tears. It's easy in the comfort of distance to dismiss such language as allegorical. But for those who've watched history unfold, who saw Ferguson erupt in flames, who watched George Floyd's last breath spark global uprising, who've heard chants of no justice, no peace echo through skyscraper canyons, it's hard not to feel that Vanga's...
Now, I want y'all to understand, too, is important to put this on the timeline. She gave this prophecy in the late 80s, like 88, 89. She ended up dying in 96. So she would have already lived through World War I and II, Korea, all that, and she would have lived through the civil rights or American Indian civil rights, however you want to say it. She would have lived through the civil rights eras and the 70s, right? So she coming with this in the 80s, in the midst of the crack era. It's good to put things in context.
Vision is not a distant future, but a chilling reflection of our now. She didn't speak in terms of dates or presidential names. Baba Vanga's gift was never about politics. It was about patterns, energies, vibrations. What she saw were not isolated flashpoints, but inevitable eruptions, like tectonic plates grinding silently for centuries until one day they cannot help but break. That's how she saw racial unrest in the United States, not as chaos, but as consequence, not as disorder, but as the rebalancing of moral weight long ignored. America,
But don't you believe it, that it's us. See, this is what they never take into account, that the racial unrest is not us. It's them. This is what they never take into account. It's the old woe is me all the time. No. If I'm winning, I'm winning. Sometimes you win by losing. Yeah. Right? Remember, the whole point of life is practice. Okay. It's the highest science you can know. Practice anything. Because with practice, eventually comes what? Mastery.
He implied, was a country founded on contradiction, a nation born of liberty and bondage in the same breath, a place where men wrote freedom into law with one hand while the other held a whip. Democracy declared while black bodies hung from trees. Progress celebrated while generations of trauma were buried beneath red-lined streets. Denied education, denied breath. And trauma, Baba Vanga knew, never disappears. It waits, it festers, it passes through blood, through story, through silence. She saw the American soul as a cracked mirror, one that refused to look at its own reflection. But the storm she foresaw would force that gaze. A mirror will be held up, she said, and the nation will tremble at what it sees. What did she mean by the storm? Was it the uprisings, the protests, the racial reckonings on campuses, in boardrooms, in streets painted with Black Lives Matter? Perhaps, but Vanga's language suggests something even deeper. She saw a spiritual storm, a cultural exorcism, a shaking loose of illusions, the moment when the spell of American exceptionalism wears thin and the truth raw, racial, unresolved demands to be heard. She did not sugarcoat what this reckoning would look like. She saw violence not as a goal, but as a symptom, Fire not as destruction, but as purification. She saw marches turn to rage. She saw screams under knees. She saw a nation forced to listen, even if it doesn't want to. But through all of this, she did not cast Black America as victims alone. In her vision, they were witnesses and prophets. They were the nation's conscience, not because they chose to be, but because history gave them no choice.
Because history gave them no choice. Why do you think it's us that's going to do the fighting? See, now we can question it. We not bound in none of this. But it's good to see what other people were thinking, right? It's gonna happen, and how they trying to guide you, right, to some type of race war. I put it up today for those, man, who all follow the Cosmo Cal channel. I put it up today. The stupid man wants a race war, ignorantly unaware that there's only one race. I'll say it again. The stupid man wants a race war while ignorantly unaware that there's only one race. Right? Don't let them gaslight you, green light you, dumb you down to the idea of, remember, Baba Vanga is inspired lowly. That just is what it is, since we call them spades.
They do not only suffer, she said, they endure. And in the end, they become. What does that mean? It means that in Vanga's prophecy, the storm does not end in ashes. It ends in transformation. Black Americans, long pushed to the
we know what those transformations come, little irks and jakes and shakes and breaks, but I'll say basically, no, these are the two movements coming in and changing the world today and the way we look at it. And that is one, the Aboriginal movement, and two, the most powerful, the only one that's not a movement but a lifestyle, and that's faithism, right? Belief in knowing of the Creator, right? And then living like it. You dig what I'm saying? So that movement can't be stopped. You dig what I'm talking about? We're gonna call them movements or just ideals that have reached their time, can't be stopped. It's faithism and the ideal and understanding that especially the Negro of America is aboriginal to America. Let that sink in, right? New changes, new understandings. Yep, they go hand in hand.
Margins become the moral center. The ones who survive the fire become the ones who lead the healing. Their struggle, their truth becomes the compass for a country lost in its own denial.
This is why I keep telling you, even the dark gods have power. Remember, prophecy is personal, right? It's personal, right? And it's mathematical. So either way, she's seeing it her way, or it is the since she claims she's spiritually inspired, that it's a spirit that's giving her these visions. I'm okay with that. I don't even deny that. As a matter of fact, I know she is Jewish. She's not faking. You dig what I'm talking about? That's real. What she hearing and all that is all that. But is the message, right? Who telling you it? What they telling you? What? War. Is that light or dark? Oh, yeah? The sky don't hear no more? Oh, okay. Yeah. You dig what I'm talking about? Forced to be? Yeah, okay. You're right. You see how they muddle up the waters? It be some falsehood mixed in there with some real stuff, and then get you all in your feelings because you know you've been mistreated. Now that you had an understanding that really what's going on today, you know you mistreated. You don't think that is entity smart enough to play on those emotions? They're called movements. When they write, they stand for something and do something good, and they last. Right? When they're not, they get together, blow up, fizzle out. Just is what it is. Just understand, they said, the Creator said, all these so-called situations, organizations, and to do all this charity, all of them gonna fail. Right? They trying to make paupers, people with their hand out, right? Instead of making producers.
But it will not be easy. Because, as she saw, the greatest resistance would not come from guns or governments, but from forgetting, from a society too addicted to comfort to confront its sins. They will try to erase the truth, she warned, but the flames will remember. There's a reason her words echo louder now than ever, because the storm, as she saw it, was not a single summer, not a season of protest, but an era, a generation-long battle between truth and illusion. Justice,
a generation,
and delay,
huh?
Memory and erasure. We are in that storm.
A generation, huh? Ask yourself, do they know how long a generation is? Do they know how long a generation is? Has it been a generation since Baba Vanga's giving her this prophecy? Has it been a generation? Can we already say this prophecy fake then? Right? It's been over a generation since she gave the prophecy. Huh? Right? Anybody could say, oh, it's going to be uprisings in the cities and, and a long lost forgotten people will rise again from the ashes of America's hate. Yeah, everybody feel like that. Yeah, okay. Huh? Well, if they talking about generations, and let's just say you gave this in 89, I'll give you all the way up. We know it came in the 80s, but I'll give you all the way to 89. Right? Has it been longer than a generation since 1989? Uh-oh. I told you, prophecy ain't guesswork. Huh? Prophecy ain't guesswork. So if this is supposed to happen in the generation, has it been a generation? Talk to me. It's 35 years just to get to 1990. Uh-oh. Did the prophecy already fail? Yes. But the narrative around it of people rising and all that, yeah. You dig what I'm talking about? I get it. You dig what I'm saying? But that ain't specific. That's broad. You dig what I'm talking about? Prophecy ain't like that. Unless you're doing it for a nation or something. You dig what I'm talking about? It don't work like that. You dig what I'm saying? So, no. She already proven herself false. People don't even know. Right? Bro, they trying to guide y'all into, oh, it's okay for a race war and all that shit. No, it's not. Fight for America. No, nigga, no. Fighting for none of this shit. Let them white boys burn this shit down. I don't own damn building out there. You don't either. And guess what? If you do, it's insured. So, let them burn it. Right? What comes out of the ashes is more important. Huh? They're trying to gas you to this idea, right? That it's okay to war, that there's only one way to do this. Huh? We're in a new time, in a new era, y'all. It's a whole brand new light on the world. Okay? All you got to do is stop being scared. Take your creator. Take your creator up. You dig what I'm talking about? Gird your loins. Huh? Strap them on. Stand with the creator. Right? Don't let nobody tell you no stories of saviors and lords and gods born of woman. What it say in Owaspy? Listen to the voice of the Algonquins. They have a book today. And it's a power. Woo! They hate it. They hate it. They hate that that's in there. Said, look at the Algonquins today in 2025. This is only in the Cosmon era. This is a prophecy. It say, look at them niggas. They got a book. And it's a power. He said, who could sell them stories? Huh? Watch this. They be thinking I'm capping. So no, don't get all in fear of all this whoop, 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 whoop. And remember, if prophecy is personal, who is Jesus? Prophecy is he telling to John in Revelations. Remember, it's God's revelation to Jesus. Jesus tells it to John, right? John turn around and write it in the book. By the time it got to you, it was 5th, 6th, 7th hand. And you supposed to be bound to that? Watch this. What it say about these niggas in America? Huh? Don't you be scared. Don't you be scared of nothing. You done been through the worst. You inhale literally. Literally. It's literally the lowest part of the atmosphere. What the fuck do you got to, what are you scared of now? You already in it. Can't do nothing but get better. Owaspy, take away the fear. This is why this shit is dope. Huh? Take away that spooky, that unknown, because now you know. She her prophecy already failed 2-3 years ago. Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. What it say about these? Hold on. Oh, my little wasp, it don't wanna act right. It don't wanna act right today. Don't wanna act right. Hold on. Here we go. Huh? Hold on. Let me show y'all what's done. Right to it. I ain't guessing. I ain't making none of this up. Huh? Huh? They talking about the people who stand with the creator in America. They say it's the Algonquins. Guess what? I'm one. Hello. Raro. Right? And then guess what? It's not just one of us. It's 4. We only 4 people in the world teaching this. In America, we the leaders of this shit. And I ain't nobody leader. That's the dope part. I'm just telling it like it is. Huh? Watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Search for the evidence of my footsteps on earth. Find the people who stand by the creator. If you stand by the creator, hit me with a vortex in the chat. If you want to search for the evidence of the creator's footsteps, you dig what I'm talking about, on earth, right? Through the works of gods and lords. Find the people who stand by creator, not a God, not a Lord, not a Savior, not a Messiah. Nobody born of man or anything tangible, period. If it's ever been seen, huh? If you fed it some lamb shanks before it went and smashed Sodom and Gomorrah, huh? If Jacob put you in the chokehold, made you say uncle, you're not the creator of sun, moon, and star. If Isaiah sent you with a long robe on, huh, with some smoke coming up at you in the temple, huh? If you dropped it like it was hot for Moses on Mount Sinai, no, that's not the creator. Look for them people who talking about creator, huh? Who hated on for no reason. Right? We hated on because we bold. I ain't about to sit out here in the Cosmon era, sitting out here acting like I'm nice with you niggas, and you niggas will kill me behind this shit. No, I'm just doing what I'm doing with my family, trying to spread the light, and I'm gonna keep pushing. This is why I try to do a different show every day. It's so much information. I don't like to be pigeonholed. Find the people who stand by the creator, the all one, the God of all. Who can shake their faith or feed them with your stories of a savior, of a Jebus, of a Mithras, huh? Of a Quetzalcoatl, of a Buddha, of a Brahma, huh? Who could have feed me a story? Sell Cosmon some of that. See what I got for you. Huh? Oh, you got 12 bricks in that bag right there? no. I'm just praying. But listen, look what it say. Look what it say in the very next. Listen to the voice of the millions of China. Who you heard out of China spitting this or wash me? Nobody. Oh, listen to the voice of the millions out of India, ancient Vindu, where you get your word Hindu, right? Anglicized, right? Who we here kicking that good old waspy, that book of Jehovah? You dig what I'm talking about? That old Ark of Bond out of India. Who you know? Nobody. Look what it say next. Listen to the voice of the remnants of the Algonquins. We know the Algonquins is in America. Huh? The major vibratory pressure. Huh? The Vortexian wave. For this is coming out of America. Huh? Y'all don't even know. Jaja said he gonna end it here. This is the land of milk and honey. It's here. Listen to the remnants of the Algonquins. What Algonquins? Algonquins only in North America. Who in North America talking about Jaja standing on Creator? Huh? Who? Huh? Who? Look at what it say. Search for the evidence of my footsteps on the earth. Find the people who stand by the Creator. Creator gang or don't bang. Huh? Not over here mealy mouthing with your God. I'm punching your God in the mouth. He a nigga anyway. He done already indoctrinated my people. No. Everybody getting this work. This how y'all want it. If I'd have came, oh, brother, holy is thou, let's sing a hymn and bow. Bow your head. Yeah. That's how we coming. This the Cosmon era. It's not gonna be what you think it is. Spirituality is not what you think it is. It's not soft. It's just real. Huh? Real come in different forms and shapes and whoops and wops. Huh? Who them people in North America who stand by the Creator? It's only Creator gang. It's only the faithists. Nobody else. Nobody was saying Creator in America before the faithists. Everybody was the Most High, El Adonai, God, Buddha, Brahma, Allah, every name. Nobody was giving it its true aspect. Creator. Who them niggas today in 2025 who standing by the Creator? Nobody but the gang. We front line of it. Huh? Nobody but the faithists. They front line. Huh? Who else is saying all was, all is, all shall ever be? The all one. Who is standing by that? In North America. Huh? Who don't rock with a God, Lord, or Savior and standing on it? Who doing that? Fearlessly. Who is it? And then it said, listen to their voice. Listen to them niggas. Who are they? Because what the amazing part is only 4 people. 4. Front line. 4. Front line. Standing on it. Gonna live, gonna die, gonna live some more on it. It's only 4. Shout out to the horsemen. Selah Shalom. Daryl Cosmon, Malachi Maccabee, and yours truly. Huh? Anakwakaiki. Kyle Kicker. You got to get high to come up here. You got to vibrate high to come up here. They don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear it. I know. Nobody grind more than me. Huh? I'm on their ass. But you ain't going to be able to ever say you didn't hear it. Ain't nobody never tell you the truth about it. It's not what they telling you. Everything is a lie. Only trust Creator. Listen to the voice of the remnants of the Algonquins. How you gonna know? It's Cosmon, you making a great fucking claim. You making a claim, nigga. How you know you them Algonquins? Oh, okay, you standing by Creator and all that. Yeah. You big, you bad, you loud. Yeah. You're standing with the Creator. Yeah, y'all got us saying Creator and all that. Yeah, y'all don't believe in the God, Lord, Savior. And you don't do none of that. Yeah. A lot of people do that, Cosmon. But you made a claim, Cosmon, that you the remnants of the Algonquins. Well, how will you know these people in North America? Huh? They gonna have something. What it say? This how you gonna know them. This how you gonna know I ain't capping. Why? Because them Algonquins, right? Their Bible, is a power to this day. The Islam Quran is dead. Mahabharata, dead. I Ching, I Gang, dead. Dead and dying. Christianity, dead and dying. But who got that book that's a power to this day? Nothing but that old. Nothing but that old. Your book don't even tell you that the niggas is the Algonquins. Their Bible is a power. And their people are appalled at the work of your bloody sword. So why, is all niggas knowing good and well, war ain't what you want, war ain't good, ain't no light in war. Everybody lose. What niggas want to back up or even believe in the idea, that these so-called prophecies are in fact true and came true or are coming true. False. Right? He said in a generation. Guess what? It's been a generation. They always say something coming out the sky. Somebody gonna do this, do that. And then when it come time, it don't never come true. Remember, the world was supposed to end in 2012, but then it's 7 years behind in Egypt, Cosmon, and 2019, nigga, Earth's still here. Oh, Earth is gonna die from nuclear explosions, Cosmonian. In 2000, as a matter of fact, the Anunnaki coming back. The Anunnaki and the Earth is gonna explode in the year 2000. Nigga. Remember they said, at the end of 1999, when the clock strikes December 31st, 1990, and it flips over to everything will crash. all the markets and remember all that? It's the end of an era. It's the age. We're dying. Remember all that? 2000 rolled around, ain't a whisper had a 2000. Ain't a whisper happened. Just like they waiting on Jeebus. Y'all niggas gonna keep waiting. Cause ain't shit gonna happen. And the only way it's gonna happen is if a faith is tell you it's gonna happen. Then look in the sky. Cause we not guessing, we gonna tell you when it comes. Huh? Who is these Algonquins? They got a Bible today in America in 2025 that's a power. Ain't nothing in the world can rock with Owaspy. They got written words in it. I don't care what type of book you say, whatever, I'll put Owaspy against it. Science, history, whatever. Whatever level you want to go on. Quantum, fractal, Owaspy already there in 1881. Make it make sense. Yeah. Them Algonquins, see La Shalom. Them Algonquins, huh? Daryl Cosman, them Algonquins. Malachi Maccabee, them Algonquins. Cosman Kruger, huh? Them Algonquins got a power today. They Bible is a power. We appalled at the bloody work of your sword. They will not fall down and worship as you decree. Nigga, we kicking against all the bullshit. Baba Vanga included. Because my people start to believe like this shit is true. Nigga don't put no belief in shit but the Creator. Nothing. Huh? You see this thing work like clockwork. Sun come up, sun go down, moon come up, moon go down, sun come up, sun come down, moon come up, moon, and this shit keep happening. Don't nothing change. Stop letting these people spook you. Huh? The only reason I wouldn't be scared, I knew about Baba Vanga. The only reason I'm not terrified right now, reading into some shit, is because I know how to prophesy now. You better get a fucking Owaspy, nigga. Huh? I know how to prophesy now. I can see. Can you? I can see the BS in it. I go straight to it. Or I go straight to the light. Even in the lie. Huh? Faithists will not fall down and worship as you decree. They know. It's a difference between belief in a God and knowing that the Creator is mightier than you. Government. The Creator is mightier than you, false God. Belief, religion, whatever. Huh? This is the knowing that all is one. Look at them Algonquins, them niggas of America. Huh? It's only 4 people in the world stepping on this. In the world, Craig. 4 people stepping on it, standing on it, whooping feet about it. Boy, we done whooped so many feet. We done gave out the Balenciaga feet. You ain't even got no socks on, but it looked like you got a pair of Balenciagas on because we done whooped your feet. Huh? You get the buck dancing around here. Trust me. And then the dope part about it is, I didn't know Malachi Maccabee. I ain't know Daryl Cosma. I ain't know Selah. First nigga to introduce it to me, I ain't know cuz. How the hell we get together and we all saying the same thing? Why? Because our Bible is a power. Woo! It's a power to this day. Huh? It's a power. Look at them, man. If you stay, look what he say. He say, if you really, nigga, ain't gonna be much to see. You want to see me? Well, look at everything. Right? If you can't get that, if you want to look for evidence, look for the Creator gang. What? I ain't make none of this up. Look for the people who stand by the Creator. It's that simple. Who else doing it? So, with that being said, to get back to the topic, Baba Vanga and Black America, in a sense, what we came here to tell you is that Baba Vanga was already wrong, y'all. Proven. A generation is 33 years. What year is it? Give her, it may have been 87. It may have been 86. We'll give her all the way to 89 when she gave the prophecy, right? 33 years is a generation, right? This is when this prophecy is supposed to take place, within a generation. Mind you, she don't know how long a generation is. If she ain't a faithist, she don't know. A generation is 33 years with a variation of 1 every 3. Go to the calculator, add 1989. Right? We're going to give her all the way to the end. Right? He said he gave it in the 80s. We're going to give her all the way to the end of the 80s. 1989. Add 33 years to that day. Mind you, is that even on the Odic rate? 48 to 33. Plus 33 is 81. Right? The next 11 years is from 81 to 92. The next 11 years is from 92 to 03. It's not on the right timing. That's the real rate. Right? And then that's only if you add in the 1 after that third one. Because we could get to 48 or 1947, 99 years after. You dig what I'm talking about? We add the 1, that's 48. 33, again, 81. 33, again, is 114. You dig what I'm talking about? So that'll be 2014. her rate is off. We in a whole new generation. Really, we 11 years into the whole new generation. She already failed. Because think about it. From 2014, think, okay, 81, right? 1981, add 33 years. It's 2014. Right? Add 33 more years right there. That's 2047. Right? But remember, the 33 is broke down into 3, 6, 9, or 11s, odes. Right? So you take 1/3 of that, 33, that's 11. You add 11 from 2014, right? You add 11. What year are we in? Add 11 years to 2014, what year would we be in? 2025. So really, in fact, whether she gave it in 89 or not, we'll give her 89, right? Add 33 years to 89. Still 2022. You're late. Huh? A little tardy on that. God, did you fail prophecy in school there? Yeah? Yeah, there? You done failed prophecy in spirit school. But you a prophet. I don't blame you. I blame the God. I blame the government at all instances. Yeah. It's about the person who inspiring you. This is how we know her inspiration is fake, because her prophecy was false. Now, the vague shit about the 2 towers and all that shit, you dig what I'm saying? Shit, even your boy, well, a lot of people say she copied that off of Nostradamus. So, because Nostradamus said the same thing too, about 2 towers and blah, 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 blah. He said the same thing. Vague too. But some stuff she did get right. I can't sit here in front. But you got this one wrong by the mathematics. Just saying, man, lose the fear. You dig what I'm talking about? Only the creator is sufficient for his creators. That's it. Only the creator. Right? Until you understand how you play into this, you never get to understand all is one, nor do you really get to make this shit work for you. You're going to learn either way. It's just about when you choose to learn, how you choose to learn. You can do it for yourself here. Do that dark work on yourself. Fix your diet. Do that dark work on yourself. You dig what I'm talking about? Figure out how to do some good for somebody else. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's the whole law. That's it. Try to do what you can for somebody else. Right? Right? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Try to do something good for somebody else. That's it. Yeah, live to your highest life. Right? Highest ideal of yourself. Do the best you can, and then do that for somebody else. That's it. Right? Do it as much as you can. That's it. What else do you want? It's that easy to come to creating. You don't even gotta realize you're doing it. Right? This is why we don't condemn people in other religions and tell them they going to hell and all. It don't even work like that. One, but I understand that what you got was corrupted. It was twisted, right? And I got caught up in it too. But just like that Jew that got plucked up out of that bullshit, that's how Jaja did your boy. So imagine the realization of how one would feel if you looking back down and you see your people, diamonds, in the bullshit. You gonna learn. Just about how you gonna learn. You can get it now and we can help some shit and help our kids and build generational wealth, build systems that help our people that live and go on after we die. We can still just keep grinding our gears. Talking about nothing. Not even in touch with the great spirit like your ancestors were. Just flailing in the wind. Truth that we was flailing was, you dig what I'm talking about? A lot of us grew up Pan-Africans. They taught us we was from Africa. I knew something was wrong with that. I didn't. And I ain't got no problem with it. And they, they brown and, but it is what it is. Truth is truth. We're just not from there. Right? So, I think, I think we lost a little fear today. You dig what I'm talking about? I think we lost a little fear today. Remember, a wise man named Black Confucius said, the stupid man wants war, or wants a race war, excuse me. The stupid man wants a race war, not understanding or ignorantly not understanding that there's only one human race. Different sex, creeds, ethnicities, all that. But it's only one race. It's only one species. Right? The species is man, the race is human. That's it. Ain't nothing after that. You dig what I'm talking about? You could be white, black, different cultures, society. That's where you was born. I don't have anything to do with that. Neither do you. Right? You just happen to be born where you're born. Right? But what's on earth and as faith is, nigga, we trying to get that. We trying to get that. What we understand and can see in our inner eyes, in our minds and souls is that, nigga, it's something better than this. And I want it here. And I want it now. Because everybody else getting their heaven. I want mine here and I want it now. And I want it now. Yeah. Thumb up the video. You know what I mean? Share out the live, man. Cloud kicker. You did what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody who came through, man. My dog, Bright Mo Daisy, daughter of the Great Spirit. My Ima, my Haliyah, Naturals. You dig what I'm talking about? I always told y'all, my Ima is better than your Ima. Elijah 7. You dig what I'm talking about? Malachi Maccabee. Y'all go over there to my little brother channel, man. Honor and Humility, STL. You dig what I'm talking about? Yup. Yeah. Yeah. Malachi say, y'all remember when the nuclear alarm went off in Hawaii by accident? He said it was low running. They was low running and throwing their babies in the sewers. They thought it was all over but the shouting. Oh man. And it's the same old thing happened, man. Nothing changes, bro. You dig what I'm saying? They got our people spooky. Y'all got to get back to First of all, how you spooky? Why you scared of anything if you don't believe in spirit? Because really, nigga, you know in your genetics, you know it's something out there. You know it's something greater than you. Why? Because you got that same thing in your genetics Cosmon got. That thing that while I'm talking, it irks you. That thing, or if it irks you, right? Why? Because in other people, it make them light up because they get information. Damn, we is the Algonquins. Man, let me re-look at this. Who is these people over here that look like Chinese people? Uh-oh. You get to asking questions like that. That is the revolution. It ain't televised. It's in you. It's knowledge. Because they always say, if you knew better, you do better. Well, we gonna see. We sure gonna see. Black Nino Macolini. What up, dog? You dig what I'm talking about? Angelic. What up, dog? BC. Ferris Robinson. What's going on, cuz? You dig what I'm talking about? BC. Just me up in here. Bloodthirst up in this thing. What up, though? You dig what I'm talking about? Selah Shilly up in here. My bro. That's my bro, man. That's one of the horsemen. Y'all go over there to Selah Shalom TV. You dig what I'm talking about? Sub, like, share. Man, listen. He got a series, right? Like, if y'all still holding on to Bible, right? He got a series, and I think I'm just going to air it, right? Just air one, like, every morning, where he break down the understanding and misunderstandings in the Bible. Listen, I think one of the first ones I seen was Abraham. That was 13. That's 13 years ago. It's 12. It'll be 13 in January. Yep. I'm like, and it was making so much sense. You dig what I'm talking about? So you dig what I'm talking about? Shout out to Selah Shilly. You dig what I'm talking about? Go holler at my bro, man. Selah Shalom. You dig what I'm talking about? 1-4 for the Turtle Gang. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm talking about? You dig what I'm saying? But he the Leonardo. He the swordsman. You dig what I'm talking about? He the swordsman. Big Cosmoni and Ralph. Shout out to the Turtle Gang. Hey, you dig what I'm saying? Y'all go over there, man. Go over to my brother's channel, man. Honor and humility. You dig what I'm talking about? Daryl Cosmon at work. I already know he at work. Who up in here? BC up in here. Johnny James up in here. Kila. Just me. What's going on, man? One of the artists of y'all. What's going on with Ray and Shay? You dig what I'm talking? I always tell the sister she named after my favorite is auntie in the world. You dig what I'm talking about? JBC, what up, though? Big Jazzy Jazz, what up, though? Cosmonian. Big Jazzy Jazz, what up, though? Bishop, what's going on? Just sharing light, man. Shout out to everybody came through, man. You know your cuz gonna keep it 100. Yup. The blind prophetess. Blinding them mug. She was blind and blind, right? Ain't her fault, is it? Let's be real now that we know. Is it her fault? He is a problem.
Shout out to Cosmon Cal. Cosmon Cal, boy, I'm going to tell you something. He is a problem. He is a problem when it comes to these Hebrew Israelites. Y'all better stop playing. He is a problem. Cosmon Cal is a problem. Creator gang.
Huh? We gonna love it back in the one. But I ain't gonna sit here and mollycoddle. You dig what I'm talking about? And hold hands and sing kumbaya with a nigga who ain't really about what he's saying. He can't live what he's speaking. Huh? That's the difference. Creator said, I ain't come, God, true God said, I ain't come to take your little religion and your little God from you, nigga. You can have that. I ain't here to fix up no old tattered rags. Y'all niggas been praying for the Creator's kingdom here on earth for more than 2,000 years. Huh? Don't y'all say the Lord's Prayer? As it is in heaven, as it is on earth. Okay, well, yeah. You've been asking for that for more than 2,000 years. Well, who ready? Huh? Who ready? And it ain't gonna be led by Cosmon. It ain't gonna be led by the four horsemen. It ain't gonna be led by. It's gonna be led by faith. This ideology, the faith, this lifestyle. Yeah, because it ensures goodness in the shit that run everything. Yeah. And what keeps that is the proper focus, and the proper focus is on the Creator. That's the leader. Huh? And you focus on the Creator, but you do for the babies. Because doing for the babies is doing for the Creator. Creator says, nigga, you can't fail. I won't let you fail. Huh? I won't let you. If you keep going. I ain't say it's going to be easy. I said you going to be all right. You going to get through. Huh? I promise that. That's what he say. He say doing for the babies is like doing for me. It's doing for me. Huh? And they had the nerve to ask me, well, why would JBN go get these little babies up out of the orphanages that's been abandoned by their mothers and had drug habits? And why would he love these children back to life and feed them and go through the struggles and heartaches and teach them and all that? First of all, it's one of the most selfless things that a human could do. Love somebody that ain't you, that ain't directly in your bloodline. Huh? Shout out to the stepdaddies. Shout out to the stepmamas. Huh? Who didn't love on niggas' babies like they was their own. Did them right. Did them just like they would theirs. That's love. And until you love my babies like I love my babies, and I love your babies like you love your babies, this shit can't work. How do you make it work? Focus on Creator. Because that get ideologies out the way. Right there. We cut through a myriad of bullshit Just understanding that, okay, well, there's a creator. Okay, good. Let's work towards it. What'd he say? And then the crazy part is, Jaja dropped down, I'm telling you, the book of Jehovah's Kingdom on earth. The book of Sapphire, the book of Jehovah's Kingdom on earth, cosmogony and prophecy, book of divinity, book of judgment, or an oath. Listen, that stuff is game changing. That stuff is game changing. Let alone, Owaspy, the only book in the world that tell you what happened to Slave Master and what's going to happen to his kids. They got a choice to make too. Uh-oh. And then Owaspy cold, because it not only tell you what happened to Slave Master, it tell you what happened to the slave in the afterlife. Believe it or not, who cares what you believe? You don't have a better idea. It's system in order to all this shit, right? When you start to see the system in order, you start to understand a little bit of Jaja. But then you got to have discernment, because even the dark is one. Whew. Just like the light is one, dark is one. We're going to figure it out, though, right? And it's okay to advance at your own pace. Don't you try to just... It don't work like that. This is why, Jaja tell you, the greatest skill is practice. The greatest thing that you could be a great practicer. You ain't going to get it right. This is why he say, recovenant yourself every day. And it ain't no special way that you got to do it. Talk to him, come to him, time, place, none of that. And if you want to talk to him more than once, think about this. That thing that you think is your conscious is your creator. Let that sink in. I don't care if you believe it or not, Cosmo. I'm just going to tell you some truth, and you're going to take it, and then, or you try to come up here and debunk it. You ain't never even heard the theory that who we know as the creator of sun, moon, and stars could possibly be what man calls his gut feeling or his conscience. Okay. You can come argue that. Make sure you bring some head with all that ass. You dig what I'm saying? We ain't going to be here all day. It's not going to be long. I'm going to dust you off. It's going to be all right, y'all. It's going to be all right. Because the dope part is we all learning. If anybody trying to force something on you, that's how you know it's fake. If it got to be forced. Huh? If a nigga not just giving it to you 100, dropping it at your door. All right, y'all. Skirting out. Huh? It ain't 100. It's something. It's something to it. Something with the, like my grandma used to say, something in the milk ain't pure. Something in the milk ain't pure. That's right, gang, or don't bang. You dig what I'm talking about? Prince Judah Vaughn in the house. You dig what I'm talking about? Eric Hamilton up in here too. What up, though? Elijah 7 up in here. Bright Mo DZ up in this bia. Early in the morning off this cushion, this coffee, cooking. Cause notice everything trying to the blacks. The blacks want to. Why aren't you mad over Charlie Kirk blacks? Why aren't you mad over Kamala blacks? I know you out of touch soon as you start saying black. Right? Unless I know you hyper intelligent and you're just using it as an overall colloquialism. I mean, because even the blacks only come from America. So I don't know. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah. I know right there you might be out of touch. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why I put it Black America. Baba Vanga and Black America. Yeah. Yeah, she was prophesying about black Americans. Yeah, it might be bleak for you, kids. But here, us aboriginals, us good old Algonquins. Huh? That's what the creators say. Creators say, we them good old Algonquin boys. Huh? You're not Khoisan. Huh? You're not Nigerian. You're not Egyptian. Huh? You're not sub-Saharan. Negro, you are Indian. Huh? And then double down and tell you copper color brown, generally tall, symmetrical, athletic, right? And that you had all high spirituality and physicality. You copper color brown, but this is the kicker, right? You got long, black, kinky, negroidal, coarse hair. That is what the Aboriginal of America, the Angui, the Indian, huh? The first of Geechee, huh? The upright speaking animal, man, aka the Angui. Mind you, we still use that word in the Algonquin and Iroquois, both tones, as a matter of fact. So, huh? What'd he say? Listen to the voice of millions of China and India. We don't hear it. We don't hear that voice. What voice? We don't hear that. We don't hear no millions over there making no noise. But shout out to my Chinese brothers. Shout out to my Buddhist, Brahmin, Hindu brothers. Shout out to the great Tien of China, Ho Tien, stocks of China, Confucian, stocks of China. Shout out to my family over there. It's your big bro. Huh? Mr. Anakwa Kayiki Algonquin. It's your big brother. Huh? We don't hear your voice yet. Where you at? I'm calling for you. Where you at? Huh? It's the remnants of the Algonquins. What book they got over there in China that's a power? Huh? No, they oppressed. Huh? What book they got over there that's a power in India? The Mahabharata has shredded the country and divided it into many different sects, all warring against each other. What book they got over there? And the remnants of the Algonquins, huh? Their Bible is a power to this day. What book? What Bible they got? Who got specifically a Bible? Huh? In 2025. That ain't nobody never heard nothing about, because you ain't never know the Algonquins to have no Bible. But now it's today that the niggas, huh? Then this ain't switch up. Faithism didn't switch up till we start touching it. Shout out to my OGs who kept the knowledge in sync. But baby, we going to the moon. Huh? Onwards and upwards forever. We're out of here, bro. Thank you for keeping everything. We need to tap in more. Huh? We about to take this to another level. Shalom coming in our time. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna start small and take over the world. It's gonna take over the world. First of all, it's just smart and intelligent. That's all that is. That's why it's gonna blossom. But it's other stuff that go with it. It's the whole running of a civilization, and we not gonna have it done by man's laws and rules and orders. I already told you I already got something of a higher light. I keep telling you, I'm telling you like Big told him. Big said, I got a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track and not your wig pushed back. I got the book of knowledge. I got the book of discipline. I got the book of Jehovah's kingdom on earth. I got a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track, not your wig pushed back. How to live and function in the capitalistic society and still be obtuse to it. How to defeat white supremacy without busting a shot. And white supremacy is in the system now. Shit is hidden. It ain't got nothing to do with an actual white boy saying anything true. That's not how racism works. Hey! Hey! Listen. Get in there. Get in there. I ain't gonna tell you getting all that noise. Good dog. Come on. Come on. Okay. You made me lose my train of thought. But it's all good. Enough said. You dig what I'm saying? But we had to chin check that old fear ideology of Baba Vanga, and this is gonna happen to the niggas, and let the niggas. Get that up out of here, man. Gang, don't bang, man. We out of here, y'all. Just need y'all to breathe in and let that light in. Because I'm Cosmon, and I'm out.
Yeah, they can't coming. Creator can't coming. Turning up the light and watching boys start running. Let me tell you something, we ain't out here doing nothing. I can tell you scared, boy, niggas stop fronting. It was all in the plan.
Creator gang is crazy. Boy, y'all better pay attention.
We fight as a single, impenetrable unit. That is the source of our strength.